This is Travis Wayne Goodsell, and yesterday's video I tried to word to try to get more attention so that I could get members of the LDS Church to listen. It worked, but I didn't get thumbs down. I'm actually getting more thumbs up than I'm typically used to within a 13-hour period of time, along with more views than I'm used to for a 13-hour period of time. So it worked, but I don't think I got the message out to the right people. I think those who are not fans of the LDS Church recognized and saw right through me and are the ones that were watching instead. So, I don't know. How do you get a target audience to listen to you? I believe it was Trevor Noah, his show yesterday. I saw it this morning finally. But he talked about how black people can be guaranteed their right to vote if they tell the white people in charge of the voting districts that they're going to vote Republican. A great episode. You should watch his show. Good stuff. But this one is going to be on medical marijuana. So I'm not sure how I'm going to title this one to attract Mormons. So we'll see. Maybe Utahns will click on it just because of knowing that the medical marijuana vote will be on there. But I'll have to throw in the church somehow in the title. Maybe LDS Church says no on medical marijuana, and they have. The medical marijuana is on the vote in Utah for these midterms, and the LDS Church, as I've mentioned in other videos, paid for a study, and they probably didn't pay for it because certain groups and organizations are just pro-church, and so the church really doesn't have to say or pay for anything. These groups will do it for them to support the church's position. And so when you're watching the news and the news says a new study finds that such and such, you got to understand who's doing the study, who's paying for the study. Follow the money, because or follow the influence in the case with medical marijuana. And you'll find out that, if tobacco industries are paying for a particular study to come out saying that cigarette smoking is good for ya, yeah, well, you know that the study's a fraud. And that's the case here with medical marijuana and the church. The church has a long-standing history of wanting to impose their morality on everybody, not just members of their church. And that's what was done with this study. Whether the church paid this organization, unclear. I'd be willing to bet that individual apostles or prophets have donated to this study center, and so that is following the money in that sense. Yeah, the church originally came out and publicly said, oh, we're going to wait for a study to determine how we are going to respond to it. And then a favorable church group ran the study. Lo and behold, oh, medical marijuana is just as bad as smoking marijuana. And there is a difference between medical marijuana and toking up or doobieing up. I worked with the church at the Beehive Warehouse, and one of the fellow employees was a Doobie Brothers fan. She loved their music, and I told her one day, "You do know that doobie is a type of joint, cigarette type thing?" "No, no, it's not true. No." She was very upset with me, for telling her that a doobie does not mean what she thinks it is, and she thought it was friends or something like that. "They're doobies, they're friends." You know, it's just like the poor sweet girl when I was working transfer. Well, I was originally at the distribution center's warehouse, and I still remember her name now. But I was talking to her. I had conversations with her because we worked together, and it came out that she thought sex, S-E-X, is a 4-letter word. S-E-X, a 4-letter word. And I called her on it and said, "You do know it's 3 letters, huh?" So yeah, Mormons, you gotta educate yourselves. You're getting played as dummies. You gotta educate yourselves on what's going on. You gotta know your religion. You gotta know your doctrine. You gotta know the Book of Mormon. Not just the stories, but how to liken them unto yourselves. Remember that from the Book of Mormon? Remember that from Seminary, Institute? Because you guys are getting chumped big time. And so anyway, I'm off topic. Medical marijuana. The smoking marijuana, you've seen the movies. A lot of them are made to make light of it. But what happens to the speech and the thinking process of those who are smoking marijuana? That's right, it slows down. They're like, "Whoa, dude, this is heavy, man. Wow." And we're all supposed to laugh, and "Oh, it's so hilarious. Their thinking processes is slowed. They're now dumb." Yeah, that's marijuana. It's harmless. It does not cause ODs, as other drugs do. But it slows your thinking down. It slows your brain down, and speech, motor functioning, thought, thinking, all slowed down. And that's not a good thing. That's actually harmful. And but it's, yeah, well, that's where medical marijuana comes in. Medical marijuana is not supposed to be given to people who are addicted to marijuana and that therefore they need a fix. Medical marijuana is for people who have overactive brain functioning. Remember, marijuana slows the brain down. So medical marijuana is a liquid form. It is not the smoking form. And so the smoking form, the secondhand smoke, affects other people around the person smoking, and thus, you know, threatens other people. You know, because I don't want something that slows down my brain thinking. I need my brain at top performance, especially living here in Utah, where everybody is out to screw you over. Utah is the biggest place for scams, particularly of the elderly. But you know, I have friends who join groups that are pyramid schemes, And I try to tell them, no, it's a pyramid scheme. Oh, no, 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 we can sell stuff. Yeah, but you get money by recruiting people. Well, yeah, but you can buy stuff. It's legit. No, it's a scam. So yeah, I mean, I need to have my brain functioning fully. I don't need it slowed down or altered by drugs from secondhand smoke. And so medical marijuana, though, is to help people with seizures. That's their primary target for medical marijuana with doctors. Because when a person is having a seizure, their brain activity greatly increases. And that causes the body to tremble and to cause problems and seize up. And medical marijuana, because it slows down the brain functioning, slows down a person having a seizure so that they can function regularly. And the church, because they went and did this study to show that, oh, medical marijuana is just as bad. Thus, the church came out with a statement saying, we appreciate the study and it affirms our position all along that medical marijuana is also bad. So vote no. So now every single Mormon in Utah will be voting no because the church told them to. So everybody who you know has seizures and who could be cured. They'd have to take medical marijuana for the rest of their life. Right? So I guess it's not really a cure. But it will prevent seizures. They can function normally on a regular basis. You know, doctors are supposed to do no harm. But if they are not allowed to prevent harm to their patient because the law says, nope, sorry, we can't allow a treatment that'll not produce harm. You know, doctors are forced to violate their Hippocratic oath. And that's what the church is doing. They're enforcing their religious morality on other people. And in this case, it's for medical. This is not recreational law that's on the ballot. It is medical. And the church is purposely attacking those who have seizures, who can be directly helped with this treatment. So the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is promoting hatred among their members. And the members, you know, they don't study. They just follow whatever they're told to do. Like good little soldiers. You gotta be informed, or else you get played as chumps. So I voted yes for medical marijuana. I would hope all Utahns would do the same and show the church where they can go.